That's what I want to know. Like, kind of sleepwalking this week. I know a lot of people believe that if they get in, they could do some damage. But how much do you truly believe that? Because last night's performance, Steve Kerr said it after the game. He said, man, it was a tough night. Here's what Steve Kerr had to say about the win.
Yeah, it was a tough night for us. We did not execute very well, but these are tricky games. We were obviously resting Clay and Draymond, who were banged up, and with the back-to-back, we're hoping to take care of business tonight. And Portland, I give them a lot of credit. They played really hard and they made things much more difficult on us, but we pulled through in the end.
So, yes, they didn't play well. But how much can you take away from that game last night in terms of the execution when you don't have Klay Thompson, you don't have GP2, you don't have Draymond Green? Two of the big three. And going into that game, this was a wild stat because I do want to get back into the camping, and I think that is a lot of fun. But the Warriors had a record of 19-36. Or whenever they play without, whenever Klay and Draymond are not playing, right? They're 19-36 in the regular season when both Dre and Klay are out. 19-36 all time.
Wow.
It's kind of crazy, right?
It's not, though.
It's not.
You're talking about two all-time legends.
Exactly. So.
And you could see they missed the shooting of Klay Thompson in terms of space. And they clearly missed the defensive presence in the paint. And they missed his offense as well. Like just being able to facilitate. I think that their transition game slows down when you don't have Draymond Green out there. There's just a lot of missing when both those guys are out. And then also factor in GP2. Yeah,
who's going to press Scoot Henderson 94 feet. So 17 road wins in the last 21 games.
I don't know what to make of Scoot, but keep going.
26-11 in the last 37. The Warriors. They've won 9 of 10 games. Do you believe they're playing their best basketball right now? I can make the argument that they were playing better during their 14-4 stretch. But when you got to have these games, with Steph being fatigued, and he's missed a game due to rest, and Draymond Green dealing with the lower back injury, and Clay's had the tendonitis in the knee, and Kuminga's missed 6 straight games with the tendonitis in his knee. All of a sudden, you look up, and Sacramento loses tonight. And you beat the Pelicans, which will not be easy because they're tied with the Boston Celtics for the best road record in the NBA, even better than the Golden State Warriors, despite the Warriors having the 6th best road record in franchise history, which is insane, right?
Yeah.
All the years they've been playing basketball with the Golden State Warriors, over 75 years. They have a chance to steal that 8th spot. And all of a sudden, they fall into the 7th spot. And if they're playing OKC or Minnesota, how good are you feeling, Shasky?
I'm feeling great. And you would be the second hottest team in the NBA over the last...
heading into the playoffs.
So right now, they're 9-1 in their last 10, right?
Yep.
10 out of 11?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Okay, I just want to make sure I got this down.
Yep.
If they win the next 2, it's 11 out of 12?
Yep.
I mean... Outside of the Dallas Mavericks, name another team who's hotter going into the playoffs.
Right.
Name another team that has the synergy of winning and the resume of winning like the Warriors. Name a better coach, X's and O's, with playoff pedigree in the West better than Steve Kerr.
Not many, if not at all.
And you have the most clutch player in the game currently, based on the metrics, Steph Curry. Yeah, I like my chances.
Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself because you still have to play the play-in game.
Yeah, but you got to win tonight.
And you got to win the 7-8 game, but you got to take it a game at a time, so you can't look ahead. You're right, Shasky. You got to take out a tough team that is rolling. And the last time the Pelicans walked into the Chase Center, they walked out with a 36-point win.
Yeah, and they can't do that.
And last night, they lit up the Kings, lit up Sacramento to the point where they were throwing chicken wings out on the court. They were so frustrated, they started throwing their crispy fried chicken that you spent $20 for on the court. So the Pelicans right now, they're rolling. They were 22 of 40 for the three-point line. And you know C.J. McCollum. You know C.J. wants this game bad. For all the nightmares the Warriors have given C.J. McCollum, he was 9 of 12 from 3 last night. He had it rolling. Trey Murphy III, who's a very good player. This kid can play. He's a good defender, good two-way player. He is the future. 27 points last night, 6 of 12 for the three-point line. You got Zion rolling. He's lost a lot of weight. He looks spry. He looks athletic. He had a steal on De'Aaron Fox. Then had a breakaway dunk. Almost broke the rim. Almost ripped the rim down. Damn. Zion's got power. 31 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds.
Who's guarding him tonight?
It's got to be the Draymond Green assignment. Now, you're probably going to see TJD.
That's a tough one for him, too.
Yep. You're going to see a little TJD.
Lefty on lefty.
You're going to see a little bit of Kevon Looney. I think you dust him back off. And Lou Dog, he gets all the love today. What a performance. The ultimate professional. Can't get enough of Looney. But it's got to be Draymond Green, right?
Yeah.
He had a day off.
Yeah.
Rest that back. Rest that knee. The greatest defensive player in Warriors franchise history? Come on, let's go.
So to me, it starts on the offensive end where you can't have the turnovers like you had last night or just in general like you've had this year. And I want to get Zion into the action all day long. I want to make him exert as much energy on the defensive side to take away from the explosion on the offensive side. Now, are they still experimenting with him as like a point forward in the second unit area?
They are. They're putting the ball in his hands a lot more because they don't really have a true point guard.
And that's where I would pressure him all 80 feet, all 90 feet of the court. Wouldn't you?
Yep, absolutely.
And make him put the ball on the floor with his right hand.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, do you try to steal a couple possessions with Kuminga on him? I don't know.
Well, that's where I think the full court press, when he's the point guard, I would get up into him. I would even double him, too.
And you got Jonas Valanciunas, who's been a problem for the Warriors, going back to his Memphis days. For some reason, he's just a big joker. Now, defensively, you could play him off the floor because you get him into high ball screens, the high pick and rolls with Steph Curry, and whether it's Draymond Green, whether it's TJD, whoever it is, you can get Jonas Valanciunas in the action. And you can play, and he just drops dead. He cannot stay. He does not. He drops dead on that pick and roll coverage, and that gives Steph Curry wide open shots from the 3-point line.
He was hitting a lot of deep shots the last time the Warriors played him. Did TJD play a lot in that last game?
No, here, let me pull it up here. That last game.
I mean, I know it was a blowout.
The Warriors were so different. They were so different. So, in that basketball game.
What was the starting lineup?
TJD played 22 minutes. He actually scored 19 points, had 5 rebounds, and was 9 of 11.
But that was toward the blowout end of it?
Probably.
So very different.
They were down 19 after the first quarter. They got 46 points in that first quarter.
What was the starting lineup that night?
Kuminga, Looney, Curry, Clay, and Podziemski.
Wow, that's way different than what they're going to go with now.
Exactly.
They're going to go, Steph, Clay.
Dude, Wiggins came off the bench that day. This is when he was in a deep funk. 2 of 8, 5 points.
Yeah, they're so different.
I mean, they're so different.
What date was that?
January. It was after the Toronto Raptors game. This is mid-January. I think January 10th.
So 3 months ago. God, so much has
January
changed.
10th. January 10th.
So much has changed.
So you got a lot going on here.
Podziemski over Clay.
And then, are you a little concerned about Steph Curry in the shot?
No. Okay. I mean, look, he's still Steph Curry. I mean, he went nuclear against the Lakers. He was as efficient as we've ever seen him. So, no, not really. I just think yesterday was one of those, tougher games than it needed to be because of the opponent and where you are and then resting 2 guys.
Well, think about this.
And they doubled him a lot.
We'll go to the calls in a second. I see you guys lining up, 888-957-9570. Steph Curry last 25 games, shooting 38% from 3. And that doesn't include last night. So that would be 26 games. And last night he was, 5 of 18 from 3? 5 of 16 from 3.
That's a lot of threes.
5 of 16 from 3. He took 9 shots in the first 9 minutes. You never see Steph do that.
Well, they also turned it over 8 billion times.
It did.
But the 3 he hit in the fourth quarter when they're down 6, it kind of got him going.
He shut up in the fourth quarter. Like he did last Friday against Dallas. When he was struggling, he scored 14 points in the fourth quarter, gave them a chance to win that game 5 of 10 from the floor.
Beautiful assist to Looney.
But the efficiency has been down for Steph.
No doubt.
And Steve Kerr was asked yesterday, are you going to rest Steph Curry tomorrow? And he goes, no. Hell no. But Steph does look a little tired. He does look a little tired, but he's going to gut it through it. He's going to play. He'll get going. He'll get more spacey tonight, but he's got to have a big game.
Boy, I would just if you can win tonight, if you can win tonight.
And you need the loss from Sacramento.
And then, maybe you play 2 good quarters against Utah.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Wink, wink, nod, nod.
Yeah, Danny Ainge, he will fire people if they win that game on Sunday. Are you kidding me?
Danny Ainge. How many tanks has he been a part of?
Dude, so many. So many. Hoarding all these draft picks. Man. Let's go to Jen in Mountain.